just not popping. I don't know. There's a little disconnect there, but I'm still hanging on there by a thread.
Do you think it's saying that a message can only be so long in a certain place, or you just think that, as you're trying to say, this generation of players, it's maybe time to say goodbye to everything?
My father's a minister. You guys, have you ever heard this story? My father's a minister, and he moved every 5 years, and to much of my mother's disdain, but he used to say, my message gets old. And so there is that part of the fact, your mannerisms, your message, the words you use. I think one of the coaches, added up the number of meetings we have with a team between, the 7 timeouts of the game and all those things, halftime, pregame, shoot-arounds, something like 7,000 meetings with a team. We probably have,
hearing a message a lot.
15 or 20 in a day, besides getting on the bus and saying, hello to them as they get on the bus. So there's a lot of common, rubbing the shoulders. But, I've seen the tide turn for coaches. I've never had that happen to me with the team, and I've been very fortunate in that regard. And some of it's about winning, and some of it's about the type of players that I've been able to coach that are community guys, that are really good group guys, and have not been rebellious or, big against authority and really rebellious in that regard. So, there's a lot of that, but some of it's just about, I'd like to give myself a chance to live another chapter of my life. And I've done this one, and I've been doing it for over 20 years, and I enjoyed it. I've been very fortunate.
And he's been pretty darn good at it, hasn't he? Obviously. I was going to ask you that. A follow-up was, but I think you just answered it. The follow-up was, there's no way could you see yourself going back to any other team with a bunch of superstars in a perfect situation for a boatload of money, even though you think you're going to go off to this next chapter of your life? Is it a never say never kind of thing?
I've had my life organized for 260, 70 days through a schedule. And, sometimes it gets a little bit weary.
All right. Let's find out more about Phil Jackson in person. I know a little bit. And I think you do too if you've seen the show a little bit. So this could be a little bit more of life after basketball for Phil Jackson. Jeannie always mentions cooking. You guys all know that this guy loves to cook? You do, don't you? This is a passion of yours. You love to spend time in the kitchen. Tell us about what that's like at home. And, you spend all day preparing sometimes, don't you?
My day's over at 3 o'clock, usually, practicing. Jeannie's day's over at 7, 6:30 or so. So I'm the one who cooks. It's pretty simple. In a chapter of my life that was a married life, I had 4 children in 4 years, 4-year-old, 2-year-olds, and twins. So I took the job of cooking breakfast as my wife would, diaper the kids and get the girls ready for school and that kind of stuff. So I'm very comfortable in the kitchen and enjoy it. I can read recipes. I'm not a cook. I can be pretty good at recipes though. But I don't have all the taste, distinctions now, so that I know, when to add fennel or when to add dill, something like that.
This is back in the impresses me. All right, answer this sentence for me. Phil Jackson in the kitchen makes a mean
pie. That might be one of the dishes that I like.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Well, pie is about getting the right crust in the rice that you put in that's in that dish. It's a sealed dish that you have to use. But it is about getting a little crispy nature to the rice that's added to that concoction.
Can you see this guy doing a cooking show? Didn't Gene say that on the air the other day? Yeah, maybe Phil will do. Like, that's what Gene sounds like. Maybe Phil will do a cooking show. You couldn't do that. Hey, Mark.